Welcome to That's Good Sports. I'm Brandon. I know more about what you can film at a football game than the Patriots do, Perna. Oh man, New England is in hot water again for filming things that they weren't supposed to film at the Bengals-Browns game. When you have hot water, it's usually for tea. And now people are demanding that the league teabag the Patriots for this newest pseudo-scandal. We will discuss what happened with the Pats and how Philip Rivers, even without swear words, reminds us he is king of sound bites.
90-yard touchdown!
Which, on the same week, Booger McFarland said this.
79 Brooks has no idea who came inside of him. Gotta be more aware of that when you're the guard.
Is pretty impressive for Rivers. The three things I will make sure my kids know before they go to college are never accept drinks from frat guys, never take an 8 a.m. class, and always know who comes inside of you.
Has no idea who came inside of him.
That's good sports. Hey, if you want football news, videos, and updates, and reviews, and recaps, and whatever football related, subscribe to this YouTube channel. Today's episode is sponsored by Audible. Audible is absolutely my favorite place to listen to audiobooks. Think about giving someone you love, or no, better yet, yourself, the gift of an Audible membership. Now is the best time to do it with a special offer of 53% off your first 3 months. As an escape from football, I have been burning through mysteries and thrillers. I recently listened to The Ruin and Bearskin while pretending to work out, and my favorite listen this last year was Before the Fall. When you download an audiobook through Audible, the books are yours. You own them forever. Right now, for a limited time, you can get 3 months of Audible for just $6.95 a month. That's more than half off their regular price. Choose one audiobook and 2 Audible originals absolutely free. Visit audible.com/thatsgoodsports or text That's Good Sports to 500-500. Again, audible.com/thatsgoodsports for their best deal yet. Now, we were all worried that the flame inside of Philip Rivers was dying. And when I saw him trending today on Twitter, I assumed maybe he had died or had been moved to IR for an injury we didn't know about, or that the Chargers wanted to take a look at Tyrod Taylor even though Philip was coming off of one of his best games of the season. Instead, it was all because of this clip of Rivers talking trash to Yannick Ngakoue after Ngakoue was nice enough to help Rivers off the ground.
He's going for a 90-yard touchdown! 90-yard touchdown!
Hey, 17, you see I ain't talking, right? Stay humble, bro.
But you know he's right
Stay
here.
humble, stay humble,
I can
cuz.
say 90 yards. I can be excited.
Yeah, but don't do that by my ear. Don't do it by my ear now. I will do it by my ear.
I will do it.
No. Hey,
That's what I do.
1-7.
That's what I do.
I'll holler at you after the game. 17, just keep talking.
The ref telling Rivers to get the fuck out of here is the best part of that clip. And then Yannick asks him to not scream by his ear, and Phil's like, I will do it by your ear.
Yeah, but don't do that by my ear. Don't do it by my ear now. I will do it by my ear.
I will do it.
No. Hey,
That's what I do.
1-7.
That's what I do.
Careful, Yannick. When Rivers says he will do it by your ear, he means fornicate. And if you don't keep your distance, you're gonna end up with the pregnant ear. Honestly, if the Pro Football Hall of Fame can have like a button you can push next to Philip Rivers' bust and play a montage of Rivers sound bites, then he deserves to get a gold jacket. The bust of Philip Rivers, great at procreation and trash talking without swears. All right at quarterback. Quick congratulations to the Edmonds bloodline. You've got Tremaine, Terrell, and Trey Edmonds, who will all be playing in the same game Sunday when the Bills face the Steelers. Per Andrew Siciliano, this is the first time 3 brothers will be on the field at the same time since 1927. If you've ever seen Saving Private Ryan, you know that this does not end well. For the Patriots, how dumb do you have to be to get caught for Spygate 2.0? The Patriots are so good at cheating that despite being caught doing it twice, or unofficially 1,000 times, they keep doing their job and illegally filming their opponents. The way they misuse cameras, it's like they've been first-year students in the NYU film program for 20 years. I'm getting ahead of myself here. Let me explain what actually happened with the Patriots and why the NFL is now investigating what they were filming at last week's Bengals-Browns game, besides the worst clashing of orange since I puked up a liter of orange-flavored vodka in Orange Crush that I drank while failing out of my first semester at NYU Film. Here's the Patriots side of the story. They sent a video guy, a videographer if you will, with one of their advanced scouts to the Bengals-Browns game to film for their Do Your Job series, which is employed by Kraft Sports Productions, which is somehow different from the Patriots, whatever the fuck that means. I think Kraft Sports Productions is just a shell company for cheating videos. And if we know anything about Robert Kraft, that includes illegal sex tapes of cheating couples he watches when Tom Brady isn't on the field. Basically, the Patriots are claiming that this is for their website video series called Do Your Job. And Belichick claimed he has no clue what the hell was being filmed with the scout at this game because that is a separate thing, which I would believe. It sounds plausible if I didn't think the Patriots were scared. The only reason the Patriots have to illegally film a Browns-Bengals game is to try and cure insomnia or threaten their own players. Hey, Jacoby Myers, if you drop one more fucking pass or make Tom Brady look all of his 42 years, you will be sent to a new home. Cincinnati or Cleveland, your choice. Again, as desperate, as bad as the 10-3 Patriots look, they have no reason to try and steal signals from the Bengals, who are the worst team in the league. You don't need an edge to beat them. They can be beaten with no edge at all. If Pats versus Bengals is a knife fight, you can show up with a butter knife and defeat the Bengals, who would bring a fucking spatula. That's how little of an edge you need to beat the Bengals. Now, the Patriots admitted that they did make a mistake, and now the NFL is reviewing the tape, which allegedly includes an 8-minute segment of footage of the Bengals sideline with a clear shot of the Bengals and their hand signals while subbing players, which is why the Patriots are in trouble. The Patriots played the Bengals this week, which is why this looks really bad. It looks worse, though, because the Patriots admitted that they made a mistake. They don't ever do that. And if anyone in the league knows the rules about what can and can't be filmed, it should be the Patriots. Robert Kraft didn't know he was being filmed when making love to prostitutes in Florida. Kraft Sports Productions didn't know it couldn't film the Bengals sideline for 8 straight minutes. And Belichick has no clue what the hell Kraft Sports Productions even does. As a man with a degree in video production, I would like to offer my services so you guys understand how video cameras work. You know the end is near if you're a Pats fan, and Belichick is uneasy about playing a team with the worst record in the league. So worried, he forgot everything about Spygate 1.0, where the Patriots disguised scouts as media members, got them media credentials so that they wouldn't look suspicious filming shit at stadiums. Now they send an actual media guy to film the scout. I have to give credit for at least having a cover for their cheating. To film and produce a whole documentary over the course of an entire season just for the purpose of having a reason to be in the opposing team's press box filming signals is next level shit, and I have to give them credit for that. Maybe a lot of credit depending on how good this documentary is. If it's somewhere between, I don't know, Grizzly Man and Fire Festival good, they should be considered for an Oscar. Maybe they could win an Oscar for most irony in a performance, as the Patriots' Do Your Job series features a Do Your Job episode about their video department who was doing their job incorrectly at the Bengals-Browns game. Oh. But the fact is, the Patriots have this history. And it's not a coincidence that they are in the middle of some type of scandal every 5 or 6 years. Eventually, the long arm of the law tracks them down, as opposed to the oiled up hand of the law that caught Robert Kraft last year. The real tragedy is we will never get to see any of the tapes. Release the tapes. Release the tapes, all of them, including the Kraft one. I've got some unsuspecting group text chains I need to send that video to. Anyway, the Seahawks and the Rams, that game happened Sunday night. The 49ers, though, got a big assist from their divisional rival, the Rams, who sent the Seahawks to 10-3 in what looked like a vintage LA Rams Sean McVay kind of game. That vintage, a 2018 Merlot grown in the valley. Not Napa, the one where the Rams practice. Todd Gurley looked more or less like his old self in this one, putting up 113 yards from scrimmage with a touchdown. Russell Wilson has actually been quietly playing poorly over the last month or so. 4 touchdowns and 4 picks in his last 4 games, including 0 touchdowns and 1 pick against the Rams. He hasn't had a QB rating of over 100 since playing the Buccaneers. Basically, Lamar Jackson is winning the MVP. Also, Wilson sacked 5 times in that game on Sunday night. Wilson did get another productive game out of DK Metcalf, who cashed in on Joe Tessitore's misspoken Decaf Metcalf.
Decaf Metcalf.
When Georgia-based Volcanica Coffee began selling 16-ounce bags of Decaf Metcalf on their website. How a coffee shop in Georgia, named after volcanoes for some reason, beat any of the 500,000 coffee shops in Seattle to this marketing opportunity is beyond me. But then again, there's probably not a lot of overlap between Seattle coffee shop owners and hardcore football fans. The only Seahawk to score Sunday night besides the kicker was Quandre Diggs, who the Lions, of course, traded away so Matt Patricia could prove recognizing talent in the NFL is far more complicated than aeronautical engineering when you don't have Bill Belichick as your leader. You know what Bill always says, Matt? The truth is in the tape. It's always in the tape.
90-yard touchdown!
Thanks for watching another episode of That's Good Sports. Please subscribe here on YouTube. Like I said, I've got football videos cranking out here every day, bringing you NFL news and other NFL happenings. Make sure you follow me on Twitter, Instagram, at Brandon Perna if you want to talk football to me there, and at Wilkie6. Give him a follow.